So just briefly, because we have very little time, 5-10 minutes. It's not important, but this soul is from Thailand, born in Thailand, and went to study in Missouri from 5 years old, convent education with this little lady here. We were high school classmates and we haven't met since. we finished our 10th together in 1982. We went for our board exams in Missouri, Waverly Convent education in India. We were with each other for 9 months and other souls, away from our parents for 9 months, and to get with the parents back home only 3 months every year. So I never had my parents growing up those 11 years, from kindergarten to high school. No parents, 9 months, no parents, 3 months parents. So we had each other and we had God. We had God because we all cried ourselves to sleep. And as children, you wake up and you play and you forget, and you eat and you forget, and then when you're sad again, you remember God. So we had God. And I always had 3 prayer as a child, which I like to share with everyone. And that is, I always wanted to love everyone, and I wanted everyone to love me. So my prayer every morning would be, God, make me love everyone and let everyone love me. Because I didn't like to not like anyone. Somehow I wanted to love everyone and I wanted everyone to love me. It was very clear because we only wanted love as a child. And then I prayed, Baba, make me come first in class. Why? Because when you come first, everybody loves you. So it was again for love. And then I prayed, and make me beautiful. Because when you're beautiful, at that time pretty, everyone loved you. And you're in boarding school, you just need love. And today, I carry the same prayer. May I love everyone and everyone loves me. May I come first in Baba's class. And may I be beautiful inside, the way you want me to be. With all the virtues and powers. And I observed that a wise prayer from a little girl, 5-year-old, and today I'm gonna be 60, same prayer, more empowered. And because it's been a journey of that prayer, in between, after I finished high school, I forgot the prayer, of course. But he still kept making me come first. Wherever I went, I was always top. I saw that when I did my master's, when I did my bachelor's, I was just top of the class, and I was like, everybody said, you don't study, how come? And I said, I don't know. I think because I looked at my teacher's eyes when I was listening attentively. I had the gift of being able to absorb whatever was spoken. So when I heard Raj Yoga, I absorbed whatever was spoken. And I studied the Guru Granth Sahib. I am a mother of 3 children and a grandmother of 3 beautiful grandchildren that are my attachments. So I'm totally detaching as a grandmother, and I think I've succeeded now. There was a period that was a little. Now I'm quite stable as a soul and happy to let them have their lives with their parents who they have chosen. But it was my role as a grandmother to connect them to God, because as a mother, even I was not connected to Baba, right? I mean, I didn't know. Now I know. So when the soul came out, I'm like, you came out from your mother's womb. Remember, you're a soul and you were connected to God. Don't forget Baba. Good morning, Baba. Love you, Baba. So I show my little grandchildren this and I say, Baba, Baba. Twinkle, twinkle, Baba. Twinkle, twinkle, Vivan, Viraj, Naika, my grandchildren. Twinkle, twinkle, Baba. Flying, 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 flying. Meeting, meeting, loving, loving. Baba and baby. So they do that and hug Baba and thank you Baba and good morning Baba and love you Baba every morning and every night. That's what we have to do. First thing in the morning, last thing at night, all day. Baba, Baba, Mera Baba, Mera Baba, Mera Baba. It's not about the words. It's about the feeling and the union. So the chant was never about the chant. It was about the inner consciousness of feeling. When we say, wow, Guru, it's wow, Baba, wow, wow, Guru as the teacher. Look at the Murli today. Wow, Guru, he taught us today. That's the teacher's role. Wow, Baba, when you wake me up and you love me as a father, as a mother. And wow, Sadhguru, when you're going to take me back home into the realm of liberation and then give me the inheritance of Satyug. So that is his role as a liberator. So he says, I have three big roles: Baba, Guru, and Sadhguru. So we say, Wah Baba, Wah, Wah Guru, Wah, Wah Sadhguru, Wah. And we can't just say Wah Guru, Wah Guru, Wah Guru, Wah Guru. We have to say Wah with a wow and a feeling and an experience and a knowing. So as Brahmins, we have that. So I understood the ajapa, the chant that is not a chant, that is an inner connection and an inner feel and an inner combination. Jyoti, Jyota, Rali. You combine, you stay combined with Baba in your mind. That's what Gurbani talked about. And so I'm able to, through Gurbani, share that knowledge with everyone out there, the Punjabis and the Sikhs especially. So thank you, Baba. I just came to Alaska for my 40th anniversary with my husband. It was just, Baba wants to take this feat all around the world so that I can spread his light and his knowledge everywhere. And I stayed back in Canada for service, knowing there are a lot of Punjabis in Canada, and I have a special role in the body of a Punjabi. So my introduction is, I'm a soul in this lifetime born in the body of a Punjabi woman, a Sikh woman named Amarji, to serve God and to become like Him. And the purpose of life is to continue meeting Him in every second and embody His powers and His virtues and reflect it in my thought, action, deeds, relationships, connections, what he said today. Become godlike, become angels. And before I leave this human body, I must be an angel. I cannot leave this body without completing my journey. Because I want to be an angel. I was brought up in a Christian school. I loved angels. I love angels. So I love my angels. And of course, I love God. So we all have that. And thank you, Baba, for pulling me out and awakening me randomly at the age of 30. So it's been a 30-year journey through Guru Granth Sahib and through Baba, a Brahmin, 16 years, just like you, as a Brahmin. But I was already very connected and very doing my Amrit Vela. I was already a ready-made vessel before I found Baba. Because the Gurbani says to do Amrit Vela. So I was already doing Amrit Vela, and I've been doing Amrit Vela for over 20 years, 25, 30 years, and making others do as well. Because strangely, the first question in the Gurbani that we don't know and many Sikhs don't know is how to become a true one. Give Satyara Hoye. That's in the first pori of Japji Sahib. And the Gurbani begins with Ik, one, the numerical Ik. Ik Onkar, one God. Ik Om, we are His soul children. Kar, we are here to play a role. So Ek Onkar is the three Om Shantis. I am soul, He is supreme soul. He is supreme soul, I am soul, and we are playing a role. Ek Onkar. But we didn't know that. And then the qualities of the soul come in the Mool Mantra. So it's very interesting how, because it's Guru Nanak is the latest messenger. If you see the cycle of time, right? The direct religious leader, messenger, souls. This Guru Nanak is the last one, before Baba. So, before Baba direct. And so I'm blessed to be born in the religion that had authenticity in the scriptures, not in the lifestyle, not in the temples or churches or gurdwaras or no, but at least in the original scriptures that I was able to tap into and understand and translate. I got the opportunity when I was not well to, through me flowed the translation of Japji Sahib in poetic English. Guru Nanak came out in poetic, Gurmukhi, mine came out in poetic English, and I didn't think it just flowed, so I say it flowed out of me over 3 months when I was not well. And I was not well because I was disheartened from the world. Nanak Dukhya Sab Sansar. I could see that, oh, what am I doing in this world? Everybody's just trying to win each other, stab each other, hurt each other. What's going on? Where are the Brahmgyanis? Where are the Sad that Sukhmani Sahib talks about? Where are they? I need to meet them. And then I found the Brahma Kumaris and Madhuban, and I found all the Brahma Gyanis. The Brahmgyanis are the ones who are on the path to be enlightened, and I joined that. So when the Sikh, I was in the committee of the Sikh religion as well in the Bangkok Gurdwara, and the committee members asked me, why are you with the Brahma Kumaris, and you were representing the Sikh religion? And I said, the Guru Granth Sahib, which is the foundation of our religion, says to meet Brahmgyanis. I'm a student, I'm a Sikh means student. I'm a student on the spiritual journey, and I need to be in the institute of spirituality to become a Brahmgyani. And the Brahma Kumaris is a universal, spiritual, godly university, the only one in the world. And I've joined it because I need to become a Brahmgyani. And I cannot become a Brahmgyani in the Gurdwara, in the church, in the temple. By then I was already clear, because I had been going every single day for many years. So I already knew that whatever I had to gain from here, it was a stepping stone, it was important. But it's time I was seeking a PhD or even higher in Brahmgyani is the highest. So because Gurbani said I had to be that. So I was listening and reading. Avar kaj tere kite na kaam. Everything else you do is useless. Nanak ke kar keval naam. In the house of Guru Nanak there is only God's name. Only. And I was like, what about relationships and other things? Only God, only God. And now I understand, because when you keep God with you, then you succeed in your relationships, then you succeed in your connections. So all that had to come and be understood. So when I heard the introduction, who am I and who's God, everything fell into place like a jigsaw puzzle. Man jeete jagjeet. Man tu jyot sarup hai. Apna mool pachan. Oh my mind, you're a point of light. Know the truth, know your foundation, all these. So then Brahma Kumari's Godlywood Studio, Peace Music Channel, they took my interviews. I did the Japji Sahib in Punjabi, 77 episodes. It was my role to do that through the Brahma Kumaris for the entire world. So 15 minutes episodes of the entire Guru Nanak's words, which is total 100% Rajyog. Because Guru Nanak said it wasn't his words. He said, Turki Bani. Because when he went into the river and he disappeared for 3 days, and he came out, the first words that came out were the Japji Sahib. So that's the authentic, direct God's words, spoken through Guru Nanak, re-heard and spoken again, original from Murli. In the cycle of time, Guru Nanak said it 550 years ago, and this is the start of the cycle of time, so we are hearing it. So I was always surprised that whatever I was saying I would hear it in the Murli later, and it would be like, it had to be, So I'm blessed. We all are. We just have to feel it. Thank you. Any questions or any talk we can do later? Otherwise, my stories are magical. I have a lot of magical stories even before I came into Gyan. I'm also a community server. Baba uses me to serve, and I think that's a good role to play, because people see community service as a server, and somehow he put me in that role. So I helped during tsunami, during Philippines tornado. I had magical experiences, and till today I send over 100 children to school every day in the slums in Thailand. I'm just the instrument. The community contributes. I have an account for that, and I just serve, navigate the flow of funds to. So probably I'm educating the children. That's why Baba gave me a PhD, because it's the return of each birth, right? So I'm educating poor children, so I have to be educated. I just see it as a karmic play coming out, and I'm just an instrument. It's not my money. Everybody contributes, and I just navigate the flow to where it's needed. And so thank you, Baba. Thank you, Parivar. Thank you, everyone, for having me and for having this beautiful gathering. And thank you, my dear friend, for hosting me and for bringing me here today and driving me as my personal Maharati and joining us in this beautiful, amazing gathering. Om Shanti.